Hi class, I hope you're enjoying your day off of school. Tonight for your homework I want you to watch a video about division. I can hear all your sighs and your groans now, but don't worry, I'm not going to make you do something you've been learning the past couple years that you know and know how to do and have done probably 500 times. But I am going to review it because I'm going to use it to teach you a different method of solving division problems. So what I have on the board here is a traditional long division problem. I have 143 divided by 8, which I also have written up here. That helps. So we're going to try solving this together. I'm going to split it up a little bit. 8 into 14 one time. I'm going to carry my 8 down here because 8 times 1 is 8. Make sure you put your subtraction sign because I know many of you have forgotten to do that. You can't subtract 8 from 4, so you have to borrow 1 from here. That gets turned into a 0. 14 subtract 8 is 6. You can drop down the 0 if you want. If you don't, it doesn't matter, it's your choice. But 8 does not go into 6, so you need to drop down the 3 from right here and do 8 into 63. 8 into 63, the biggest number I can think of, is 7 times. And that is 56. Subtract 56. You cannot take 6 away from 3, so you need to borrow again. We can erase the 0 right now. I know it may be confusing some of you. So turn that into a 5. 13, take away 6 is 7. So your remainder is 7. 8 goes into 143 17 times with 7 left over. And now let's try a different example of this, just one more, and then we'll go into the alternative method. So let's try, let's say 3 into 110. So we're going to split it up. We're going to do 3 into 11. 3 goes into 11 3 times. You write 9 down there. You cannot subtract 9 from 1, so you need to borrow again. Put a 1 here. And 11 minus 9 is 2. 3 does not go into 2, so you need to carry this 0 down. 3 goes into 25 times. Actually, nope, 6 times. Sorry about that. 3 goes into 26 times. That gives you 18. You can not subtract 8 from 0, so we're doing lots of borrowing today. And you get a 2 as your remainder. Now, I hope this was just a review. If not, I'm hoping that you learn this over again by watching. And now we're going to try a different approach to division problems, an alternative method using multiplication. And multiplication is finding out how many times one number goes into another number, which is basically what you're doing over here as well. It's just secretly. There's a secret multiplication symbol right here. 36 times 3 into 110 with the remainder left over. 17 times 8 into 143 with 7 left over. You're figuring out how many times can you put it in equally. Now right here, we're going to split it up and look at the 8. We're going to do how many times what number times a group of 8 goes into 143. But we're going to split it up because I'm not a fan of big numbers. At least not when I'm doing math problems. I like to make it as small as I can. So we're going to split 143 up into 100, and then we're going to split it up into 43. So we're going to figure out what times 8 is close to 100, and what multiplied by 8 is close to 43. Now if you have a multiplication table handy, you can use that chart. Otherwise, I'd like you to try to pick out your brain and picture a multiplication chart in your mind and figure out what multiplied by 8 is close to 100. Now the number that I get is 12. If you multiply 12 by a group of 8, you get 96. So 12 into 100 is 8 with 4 left over. You have a remainder of 4. Now we're going to take a look at 43. So picture in your mind what multiplied by 8 goes into 43, or gets you at least close to 43. And the number I come up with is 5. 5 multiplied by 8 is 40. And then 43 and 40, you have a remainder of 3. But we're not done there. To get 8 into 143, we need to add the groupings and we need to add the remainders. So we're going to do 12 and 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then we have 4 and 3, which is 7. So your answer is 8 goes into 143 17 times with 7 left over. So that is an alternative method of looking at division. For those of you that multiplication comes easier than division, it's a different way of looking at it, but no matter how you write it, you will get the same answer. So if you did 143 divided by 8, 143 divided by 17, or if you did 17 by 8, no matter what, you will get the same answer whether you're writing it out as division or multiplication. I do want you to know both methods though, so I want you to practice this on your own, and you'll be able to do it in class tomorrow. Now, why does this method work? Well, let's take a look. It works because no matter what you're doing both division and multiplication at the same time. And division, all in all, as I said before, is another way of multiplying. Now let's see if we can try another example of this. Let's try 4 into 108. You got 4 into 10, which is 2. You get 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Carry the 8. 4 goes into 28. Seven times. And you have no remainders left over for this one. Let's see what it would look like with the alternative method. So I'm going to split it up into 100, and then I'm going to split it up into 8. So 4 multiplied by what is close to 100? You get 20. It actually equals 100 here. You don't have to make any subtractions. And then 4 going into 8, you get 2. And you add them together like we did with the other groups, but we have no remainders, so we're just adding the 20 and the 8. And that is alright. Do you think I could just erase that last little bit? I messed up a little here. I apologize. But don't pay attention to that. But right here, look at those two methods. That's what we're going to be working on tomorrow, is comparing both problems.
Just figure out what I did wrong.
If you can figure out what I did wrong, you can bring it up to class tomorrow. Bye.